Let me talk to you. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Anthony here, West Virginia Barrel Kings. Hit those buttons, like, subscribe, follow. Tonight we're talking Lock & Co Distilling out of Colorado, and we got 3 different samples here to talk about. First off, I put these up front so you could check out these labels. I mean, that's really on point. These are samples provided, but you know I'm going to give my honest opinion here, and if it was bad, I wouldn't do the video. So that lets you know that I really believe in these samples. I really believe in the flavor profile, or else you wouldn't even see them. But these guys are coming out of Colorado. There's Owen Locke and Rich Talley, childhood friends. I believe they played some lacrosse together, went their separate ways, came back together and realized their dream was to put this distillery together. What makes them unique is the aspen spears they put in the barrels and let it finish with those. The aspen is something they would burn around the campfires. One day they were closing up the family cabin and decided to just throw some of those aspen spears in that had been in the fire in the rye, and it sat there all winter. And when it came back in the spring, they decided to try that rye, and it was really something different and special. And I have to say, it definitely gives it a unique profile that I'm digging. But the first thing I have in my glass here is this Big Catch bourbon. Comes in 95 proof. On the nose is what really draws me into it. It's this walnut smell coming, and this cinnamon red hot candy. You know those candies we used to eat as a kid, and at recess we couldn't wait to get to. And a little bit of a campfire going on in this glass. And it comes in at 95 proof. It drinks really good. It doesn't dry out on the back end. There's no bitterness to it. It's just a super easy sipper, but it actually has flavor to it, which is very hard for me. Anything under that 102, that 100 proof, I really struggle, because it usually hits the tip of the tongue and it's got great flavor, but then it's gone. This actually lingers. It's got about a medium finish, which is really good for a 95 proof, so there's really something good going on. The rye is a super easy sipper, and it does not drink like a rye. It's just well balanced and just goes really well together. Hits the tongue at 90 proof. It's aged in some smaller barrels, so it ages a little quicker, but it definitely has some really good flavor. And last but not least is the Big Blaze bourbon. Comes in at 5 years. It is a blend of high rye and a high wheat. It costs you about $60, but 10% of that goes back to the local fire protection. So these guys are really good at the community help. They're really about giving back to the community. But on the nose, there's honey, there's vanilla, there's chocolate, there's some little bit of maple, some pepper. Then on the palate, you get hit with some toffee and some brown sugar. And once again, it just goes really smooth down the palate. And you love the nose on it. As you drink it and you get a whiff of that out of the Glen, it's just this really inviting campfire toasted nose. I guess it's the blend of the rye and the wheat coming together, but it just mashes and it marries so well together. For the price point, what you're getting is definitely worth the price. So if you're into crafts like I am, these are not one you're going to drink and then regret and try to pass off on your friends. These are ones you're going to drink and you're going to be like, man, I'm really glad I got introduced to these guys. Thank you so much, West Virginia Barrel Kings, for turning us on to these guys. Look on their website, lockandcodistilling.com. Check them out on X, check them out on Instagram, check them out on Facebook. Just show some interest, and I promise you won't be disappointed in actually what the flavor comes out to be, because these are actually onto something. I expect big things coming out of these guys. I would really love it. Hey guys, if you're listening also, I would really love to see some of your higher proof stuff, because with the flavor profile on these 95 and 90 proofs, the higher proof has to be even just more in your face and a more on the tongue, just more pronounced and just big, bolder flavors, which I guarantee you is awesome. But there you have it. If you haven't tried them, look them up. If you have tried it, tell me what you think about them. Like I said, really good at community giving. These guys are worth your support. They're worth looking into. So check it out. And West Virginia Barrel King says, hey guys, keep sipping until the next one.